time to talk about something we hear a lot about but might not fully understand: pensions. If you're like many people, you might think you know what a pension is, but what if I told you they can mean multiple things? Seems confusing? Well, you're not alone. Today we're zoning in on pension accounts and the age pension. They might sound similar, but they are two different things. And understanding the difference could significantly impact the quality of your life in retirement. So if you want to make smarter financial decisions for your future, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Let's dive in. My name's Tim, and this is Dad Investor, where we cover you from first investment through to retirement. When it comes to planning for your retirement, understanding your options is crucial. Yet many people I talk to are uncertain or a bit unsure about planning for retirement here in Australia. Now, I know some of you might not be ready to wrap up and retire anytime soon, so why should we care? Well, navigating your retirement income isn't just a future you problem, it's a right now question that can affect how comfortably you live in your golden years. So no matter if you're 35, 45, 55, it's never too late or too early to plan and to get your information right. For example, there's a common misconception to what age people think they should retire at. Some people say 60, some 65, some 67, some say never. When you retire is not really an age-based question. It's really something that should be based on your financial situation. And secondly, most of the time we talk about these ages, they're based off what age you get access to certain pension types. To make it clear, you can actually access your super from the age of 60, but you have to wait until you're age 67 for the aged pension to become available. I find it's important to know the rules of the game if you want to play it well. That's why I want to focus on unpacking pension accounts and the age pension. This is so we can find out why they're both important and also why they're not interchangeable. Let's start with the pension account. Now, you might be familiar with superannuation, your good old super fund that you've been contributing to throughout your working life. Well, a pension account is an extension of that, also known as a retirement income stream, because that's what it provides. It's a specific type of account you set up within your super fund to give you a regular income during retirement. It's not about taking out all your money as a lump sum the day you turn 60 and working out what to do with it. It's about turning your balance into a steady stream of cash, replacing your salary that you're retiring from. Here's where the numbers kick in. You can typically start one of these accounts when you reach your preservation age, which can vary between age 55 and 60 at the moment, depending on when you were born. A pension account often comes with a sweet deal. Once you hit 60, the income you draw from your pension account is usually tax-free. That's right, tax-free. So if you withdraw $4,000, you get $4,000. The government doesn't take any more cuts from that. It's also not just about what you earn, it's also about what you get to keep. The annual minimum withdrawal of a pension account is currently 4% of your account balance for those under 65, and the rate scales up as you age. So say you've got a pension account of $500,000, a 4% minimum withdrawal means you'll need to take out $20,000 in your first year. The remaining 96% sits there, potentially invested in something that earns more than that 4% you've withdrawn, meaning you actually might never need a dip into your balance, but this, of course, is depending on things like inflation, etc. If you want this money to cover you for 20, 30 plus years, you want to make sure your investments can cover those withdrawals and inflation, or else you might look at running out. Also note that withdrawal rate scales up as you age, meaning you'll need to withdraw even more in your later years. The sooner you start looking at turning your standard super accumulation account into a pension account, the more options and flexibilities you'll have in retirement. Waiting until the last minute is like trying to do your Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. You'll end up settling for what's left, not what's best. If you want to know more about setting up your retirement income stream through a pension account, I highly recommend you talk directly with your super fund. They should be able to provide you over the phone limited advice with no additional cost as part of your membership. So look up that if you need support. So that's an intro to a pension account, otherwise known as a retirement income stream. And it's really a way for you to utilize your super to build an income stream that replaces your working life's salary. Before we moved on to the age pension, it'd be great if you could give me a thumbs up and even subscribe to let me know that you're enjoying this content and you want me to provide you more of it. Also, my kids love seeing the numbers go up on my videos, so it'd be great to show them and get them excited as well. Anyway, let's move on. What is an age pension? These are a different beast altogether. This is a regular payment that you get from the Australian government that kicks in when you meet a certain age and financial requirements. Firstly, you must be at least 67 years old to qualify. Then there are a few financial tests, including an income test and asset test. The things that are included in this assets test are things that you own, like shares, super, general savings, cars, contents of your house, and anything else that you might own. The best thing, though, about this test is that your home is not included in it. So technically, you can have a $10 million home, $450,000 in assets, and still receive a full age pension. Now, this isn't to say it's a loophole for the rich, but more of a point to say why owning a home in retirement in Australia is such an advantageous position to be in. If you have more than 450,000 or so in assets, then the amount you receive as a age pension will start to reduce. If you're a couple that owns your own home, you can have assets of just over $1 million before you're actually not eligible for the age pension. In terms of what you receive as a pension payment, the maximum base rate for a single person is just under $1,100 per fortnight. For couples, it's around $1,650 per fortnight combined. Now, that might cover your basic living costs if you're frugal, but here's the thing, it's actually very close to the poverty line. The OECD estimates that the poverty line for a single adult in Australia is around $23,000 per year. And if you rely solely on the age pension, you're looking at an annual income of roughly $24,000. See how close that is? The point I'm trying to make here is that consider the age pension as your safety net. It's not the sole source of your retirement income. Unfortunately, too many people think that the age pension will suffice for all their retirement needs, but unless you plan on drastically cutting back on pretty much everything and not improving your lifestyle, then it's probably not going to be enough. For me, I really think it's helpful for you to plan for both. Planning your retirement isn't a one-size-fits-all affair. I always tell people that your retirement income should be sourced from 3 different avenues: your superannuation, your age pension, and your general savings or investments. If you have 3 sources of income, then it means you have options. As I just mentioned, the age pension as an income source alone is only barely above the poverty line. Here's my tip: no matter what life stage you are in, start planning now. I've talked to folks who thought they would just wing it in retirement or didn't want to know and kept their heads in the sand. Most of them regretted not laying the groundwork earlier. A bit of planning today can make a massive difference down the line. Don't be the person who thinks they can sort it all out at 67. It's never too late to start, but earlier is better. Many think they're too young or too poor to start planning, or that they need millions to retire comfortably. This isn't the case, and a simple bit of research and assessment of your financial status can really paint a solid picture. You're on the right track watching this video already. I've seen way too many people just accept their circumstances because they feel it's too late to change anything. Reality check, it's often not. You can take some control over your financial future. Yes, pensions can be complex, but they're far from impossible to understand. And remember, you don't have to go it alone. There are experts, resources, and yes, even videos like this one to help guide you. Give your super fund a call, get an understanding, and as you ponder your retirement plans, think about the age pension and the pension accounts. Understand them, plan for them, and then enjoy the rewards that come from being financially savvy. I hope that was helpful. Please, again, like and subscribe if you find this information helpful. Go to my website as well. There's heaps of information on there. Subscribe to my newsletter because you can get the written version of these guides and tutorials and everything like that. And get in touch with me directly. Leave a comment on what you think. That's all I've got to say on this topic. See you next time.